Hi everyone, N.A.T here, and I'm gonna share today what I've learned after 30 days on YouTube. So I started making content here on YouTube on the 28th of July, so it's almost 2 months actually. And so many interesting things have happened. So my idea initially was to put out 2 videos a day, which sounds crazy, but the point of this was to figure out kind of what my pace is, what my ideal pace is. So why not start from a lot, and then if it's too much, I thought that I could just bring it down to maybe 1 video a day. So I started with 2 videos a day, and the idea was to make them in a batch first. So um, before starting the first video, I planned to make like 1 week in advance of videos. So 14 videos. And I didn't even manage to do that before starting. I actually created like 10 or 12 videos, but then I started anyway, and I kept the pace. I don't know for how long in the beginning, for more than 1 week, I guess, of 2 videos a day, and eventually I started to struggle. I started to struggle for one day. I wasn't able to put out any videos in one day, and then I completely stopped for like a week, or actually 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And now I'm back, putting out 1 video a day, but I'm still struggling with the pace. But here's what I understood from putting out this amount of videos. I kind of understood how the algorithm works. Like, basically, you gain momentum as you put out more stuff. You gain more momentum, and the algorithm exposes you more. But also another thing I noticed was that when falling behind for 2 weeks, for example, the algorithm kind of still believed in me, so to speak, and it continued to make me seen by some viewers at least. And I saw like my views didn't drop completely when I stopped putting out videos. They did drop, but slowly. So this is why they say consistency is important, and I think it's like it's never really flat. It's never really explained in a pragmatic way why it is important. People on social media usually they explain it, in a discipline, in the sense of discipline, of being disciplined, but um, the actual like pragmatic reason for why it's important to stay consistent is basically that the algorithm gives you more, boosts you more if you stay consistent. That's the actual reason. Now about my content, this is kind of it about the 30 days on YouTube thing. Um, but I can also add this, which is more of a personal thing, that about content, I don't think I still have figured out one type of content to precise type of content to put out. I do enjoy making sound design tutorials lately, and I will also make some more mixing and mastering tutorials, arrangement tutorials, as soon as I become more comfortable doing them. But what I figured out was that there are kind of two types of YouTubers. One that are famous because of a series they created, so they stuck to one type of content, kind of a repeatable formula, so to speak. And the other type of YouTubers who just create all sorts of videos, for example, like Doctor Mix, for example, as opposed to Seamless R with his how to bass, even though he has many formats, different formats. He has how to synth, how to bass, sorry, and so many more. Or Bad Gear by Audio Pills, another one based entirely on this series. So I try to make a series. I try to make music in progress, but I think I still have to polish it because it's not that interesting, in my opinion, yet. and also I'd also like to start another series called Sound Palettes, where I just start new music on a new track on every episode. So that could be interesting as well. But overall, I'm still struggling each time to find basically new ideas for making videos because um, actually life is hard. Like I work in a factory basically, and we have three three different shifts that we cycle through, um, meaning that I work 3 days at night, then I stay 1 day home, 3 days in the evening, then I stay 1 day home, and then 3 days in the morning, very early in the morning, and then I stay 1 day home. I need this job because of the economic situation. For everyone, it's kind of tough, but it's really, really messing up with my sleeping cycle and my focus. So I think I am doing an excellent job trying to manage that and trying to stay focused. I'm literally studying psychology, neuroscience in order to use my brain in the best way and try to get them as much sleep as I can and as much focus as I can. When you're inside this cycle of struggle and you're constantly tired, it's so easy to procrastinate, to fall for impulses. So this is one struggle I'm facing. But anyways, in my opinion, it's great to start. Usually people say pace yourself right from the beginning. But, and this is just my opinion, I think it's, you have, in my opinion, you have to put out a lot of stuff. You have to. Because otherwise, when are you going ever to get some results in the, you know, urgency? It's not a bad thing, in my opinion. You need to move your if you understand what I mean. You need to be as driven as you can, you know. Yeah, I prioritize that. And also another thing which is actually important, but it's, I don't know, maybe unique to me. When I started making videos here, like I have been preparing for this for 2 months. Like I have been preparing my whole new studio setup here, new computer, new gear. Go watch my video about my new studio setup, indeed, which was my second video, and I felt very excited, driven. But when I started making YouTube videos, when I started publishing the first video, I felt so much pressure all of a sudden, and that's on me, by the way, because this is how I am. I am usually very hard on myself, which I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. If you can manage it, if you can avoid being toxic, to yourself, you can be hard on yourself in a healthy way, to in order to improve. But yeah, I really felt the pressure, and I couldn't, like, I was in a very delicate mental state. Um, so yeah, but anyways, I am grateful for my mind. My brain always, no matter how much chaos I throw to my brain, always it always creates, it always makes sense out of any type of chaos I am thrown in. So this also made me grow, and actually I kind of value myself more now. I understand that I have more value, and I can trust myself more. And I think you will see this even more in my videos now. Yeah, I think I'm all for positivity. Things are challenging for everyone. For me, and this thing of YouTube is challenging, of course. Lots of challenge, lots of challenges, lots of um, opportunities to get discouraged. But if you can learn to not be discouraged, that's a that's that's one rare and powerful thing, in my opinion. So yeah, that's it. Still struggling with consistency, but I trust myself even more now, and I am positive this thing will yield. some results. All right. So let me know your thoughts about this. If you have any questions, write them down. And thank you for watching. See you next time.